goal 2 is to read the domain and range from a graph of a piecewise function or piece function. So let's start with this example over here. The piece on the left, I'm going to read this red guy first. This one right here, okay? It starts from -5, right? So the domain for this red piece is -5, comma. But you notice that I'm using a parenthesis because we have an open circle, right? And where does this red piece stops? At -2. But at -2, you guys notice that we have a closed circle. So draw a bracket. So that's the domain of this red piece. Let's do the domain of this one down here, okay? Now, where does this one start? What is the far left point of this blue piece? Now, if you say -4, you're looking at the y coordinate, but domain has to be the x value. So in this case, these numbers on the y-axis are really just there to confuse us. So don't be using the numbers on the y-axis when you are reading domain, okay? Domain has to do with x value, okay? So what is the x value of this point down here? X value is 0. So this blue piece starts from 0, but notice I'm using a bracket because we have a closed circle there. Also, this piece right there ends at +3. So the domain of this blue piece is 0 to 3. Now, for the whole thing, you will put them together. So what you will do is you will write down the domain of the first piece, draw a union symbol, okay, U for the union symbol, and write the domain of the other piece that we read. So that's how you can read the domain of this piecewise function. You need to really focus on reading the x values for domain. So it helps me to kind of block out or like erase these numbers on the y-axis so that I don't accidentally read that. It's very common for students to say this number is -4 because they see, if I don't erase these numbers, students really see this -4 next to it. So be careful when you're reading the domain. Just read the x values. I'm going to erase it all and we'll now talk about range, okay? I'll start with this one down here, okay? How low does this go? What's the lowest point of this graph? The lowest point is -4. It goes as low as -4. So when I'm reading the range of these functions, x values on the x-axis are just there to confuse me. So I may just, white out these x value numbers, okay? Because I'm trying to read the y values, okay? So let's look at this piece. The range starts from -4. That's the lowest point, right? How high up does it go? It just goes up a little bit to -3, right? It goes up to -3. So that's the range of this green piece right there. I'm going to read the range of this one now. What's the lowest point of this purple piece? Well, this is the lowest point, and it looks like it's as low as -1. How high up does it go? It goes up to this open circle whose y value is 2. But we have an open circle there, so draw a parenthesis, okay? Now we read the domain of each pieces, we just put them together. I will say this domain, range, did I say domain? Sorry. Write the range of that green piece, put the union symbol, and write the range of that other piece, the purple one. And that's how you can read domain and range of this piece function.